Skylar Gill Howard.
Skylar Gill Howard.
Skylar Gill Howard. Skylar Gill Howard.
Skylar Gill Howard, you are amazing right now.
He has been a dog today. He's barking right now.
That shit activates him.
It does. If I was a baseball player, that'd be my walk-up.
You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know of it, but I grew up there, kind of in the bad parts of Milwaukee as I was growing up until I was about 10. Decided to make the choice to go live with my father in a more better environment in the Milwaukee County. Just grew up around a lot of things that I try to stay away from now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I grew up with that I'm trying to stay away from now, and those are just sacrifices you got to make, especially when you're trying to be great. You know, we joke about that all the time around here training with Johnny, but at some point you have to do your own thing, because if you don't better yourself, you can't help nobody around you, and that's been my motto.
Man, I first met Sky, let me think. I want to say around like 11 or 12 years old, man, like 5th, 6th grade. I had a little, like 4,000 square foot, he had some turf, little weight room, and he played Greenfield football, man, and he just came in with this energy, like who's this kid? You could tell he was a leader of the pack. People gravitated to him, man. I was like, that's a kid I want to train, because at the end of the day, the mindset doesn't have an age, and that kid had the right mindset, man. So I knew that since 11 or 12 years old, because I can just tell by the way an athlete walks if he's going to be athletic or not. They got a little it factor to him, and he just walked into the gym and wanted to work, and I just, like I said, all the kids wanted to gravitate to him, and he's just a natural leader.
Feet off?
We'll start with your ankle, and then we'll get to the hand.
All right.
How'd the hand do?
It feels pretty good. It's still a little tender, but better than before, for sure.
Good. Pull out, quick. Get back and forth. Here we go.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Where were you last week? You weren't in here.
The combine.
Oh, and how'd it go?
It went really well.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So now what's gonna happen?
Whatever team wants me.
Okay, you gotta wait?
I gotta wait. April is the draft.
Okay.
So
Well, I hope that you do well.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That altitude, bro. I was in Indiana. Low. Coming up here trying to get back used to this altitude. Shit, get to me, man. What's next? See, he over there chatting. I'm trying to work.
This is where I want you to feel it out.
I can't hype my niggas up. I can't even hype my niggas up. That's rude. Are you ready to feed your family?
Yes, I'm ready.
Come on, man. He want another.
White men can't jump, but white boys can't jump.
Saying random shit. That's what
He's not making excuses like KB.
KB, you been making excuses that past week since I've been gone?
KB don't like being here and working though.
Bro, I was sick, bro. I threw up. I ran a 9.6, threw up.
Damn. That's how you feel.
I threw up. Come on, man. He don't want to be there.
That's fluke against Georgia.
He said I need at least 36. His first jump was 36.
A hole that wasn't meant for me. My dad put me in football when I was like 10. And from there, I just developed a passion for the game. It was fun running over people. Obviously, I was playing running back back then. It was fun running over people, juking people. A violent game. And that's kind of what you need when you're growing up. Like, a lot of people take that violence to the streets. So I took it on the field. And you are who you surround yourself with. And like I was saying before, I grew up around a lot of negative stuff, a lot of streets, gang, violence, all that. And I really believe there's no balance to life if you really want to be great. There's going to be times where it's all football, and then there's going to be times where it's not all football. And that's how you got to look at things. But sacrificing that time, relationships, and things like that was a big thing for me. It's been a lot of times, you know, but the biggest thing of my journey was probably when my brother passed in 2022, only at 17. And it was a rough time for me because, like I said, I played this game for my siblings, and my main goal was to get them out of that side of the hood in Milwaukee. So my whole life, I feel like I'm racing against time, trying to accomplish things so fast to where I can get him out of that situation. But unfortunately, it was too late. It happened when I was at NIU. My brother was 17, and he didn't really have that maturity like me to where he could see the wrong and that stuff that he was growing up with. And he kind of just fell into it, and he was set up by his friends, shot and killed right in the alley next to my grandma's house. He died in my grandma's arms, and that was one of the hardest times for me because, like, I hated the world, hated myself, and just didn't want to really reach out for help at all. I don't want to talk to a therapist. It took me a year and a half to talk to a therapist. I messed up my past relationship, you know what I'm saying? Ups and downs with that. And it really just took a toll on me. And for me to overcome that, I feel like I'll overcome anything because I had to realize I still had 4 other siblings that I'm still doing this for. And on top of that, I still have to accomplish everything that he promised me because he's going to be watching from above now. But it took me a while to get over that. It took me 3 years to finally get over a hump. And that's when I had a good season in 2024. But, yeah, that was the most challenging.
You know what I'm saying? He talking or he working. You know what I'm saying? I hate when guys act out of their body. That's not who he really is, and he know that. I don't understand when the cameras come out, they start acting out of their body. Look at him smiling and shit. Like, stupid ass. Devin, shut the fuck up, bro.
That's how you come with niggas?
Keep walking, peasant.
Talking to
Yeah, they brought in the foot specialist. He was like, man, you shouldn't be looking this good at 4 months.
Love to hear that.
No, when he said that, it felt so good.
I'm actually amazed at this. This is solid, dude. Just trying to get all 5 of those guys under there.
Nice. I don't be wanting to do something to you like that, bro.
If you don't do something like that again, bro, I got a rule before you.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. Fuck. You trying to take my life?
If we can, eyes start to stay forward, looking downfield. Good, heels just a little higher. Then we hold.
That man, the rehab wizard. Had my ankle feeling right with the help of Dennis too. I saw him earlier. But this hamstring gotta feel right. The clock is ticking, but we're gonna focus on the day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up, boy. We working. A dirty quick, I'm full of. Oh, you go right into that shit. You gonna. Appreciate you, man.
Always.
Hell yeah. We're gonna get right eventually.
Yeah, man. All right, we'll run it back on Thursday.
Hell yeah, I need it.
Yes, sir.
And that's it.
Coming out of high school, I wasn't highly recruited, and COVID hit, so I kind of lost every interest that I had. I took a D2 offer at Upper Iowa, middle of nowhere. I think it was called Fayetteville, Iowa. Town of 1,000. Closest Walmart was 1 hour and 42 minutes away. Just really the middle of nowhere, complete isolation. And that's kind of where I really found myself and found like what it takes to really be passionate about something and grind for it, even though you don't know what the reward is. Basically training for the unknown. And things didn't work out at Upper Iowa. I left after a semester. You know what I'm saying? The coaches weren't living up to what they were promising, and I left. But I left with no tape, which was crazy. But through word of mouth, I was able to get a walk-on at NIU, but it was shaky because the first wave of the portal, I didn't get any offers. Second wave of the portal, NIU didn't call me till the very end. So when they called me, they were like, you could come, but you have to play D tackle. I was still playing linebacker at Upper Iowa. And I was like, shit. But I took it. I told Johnny, I was like, bro, I got to put on 40. So when I didn't get that first wave, I got a job at FedEx, and I kept that job because I was only offered a walk-on at NIU. and they didn't want me to come until like the start of the season. They didn't have enough room in their summer camp. They didn't know who I was, so they're not going to waste a spot on me. So I worked that entire year up until August at FedEx. I was coaching track, and I was working with Johnny, doing all that simultaneously while just grinding for the unknown. I put on about 40 pounds, got to NIU, I was about 270, and I was killing them when I was walking on the scout team. I was making plays left and right, and like I said before, the middle of that season is when my brother had passed, and I was still killing them, but it was more so I'm lashing out at these guys. I'm telling them they ass. I'm telling them they can't mess with me. I'm telling them they not nothing, and I'm just not really being the leader that I've always been my whole career. My whole career I've always been a leader. I was a captain in high school, and was really a guy people could gravitate to, but at that point I was just pushing people away, and I didn't even realize it. So I was killing them. I won Defensive Scout Team Player of the Year, Defensive Futures of the Year, basically just like Defensive Future MVP. And that 2023 season, I had a decent season, but I was still dealing with a lot of stuff, like with my relationships and things like that, family issues, and it was just hard to balance football and that at the same time. That's why I say, like, there's not really a balance. You have to choose one or the other if you want to be great. Something finally clicked for me, and I was just like, I got to do more of my life. So that year, I went even harder with Johnny. Summer workouts with the team. I would leave every Friday, drive back down to Johnny. Still had my job at FedEx, so I was working on weekends and training with that fool. But got super explosive, got way better as an overall D lineman, and exploded in 2024. Was, I think, a top 10 highest graded D tackle that year. I wanted to stay at NIU, and everybody knows this. Johnny knows this. I wanted to stay at NIU, but I had always promised myself that I would take care of the fam, and a lot of stuff was on the table to do that if I had transferred. So that's why I did it. And I used that money to take care of my family, got them out of the hood, moved them into a better area, and took the offer at Texas Tech. And that changed my life. I was having a great season there. There's nothing like Texas Tech. One of the best college towns ever, football and student life. But I took that offer, grinded with Johnny, was flying out to Denver almost every week during the spring just to train with him, stay explosive. When the season came, I was killing him. I was the highest graded D tackle before I got injured. Suffered that ankle injury, and that really taught me a lot about who I was, because I could have went in the show after I got injured, but I chose to just stay the leader that I was and really just be external about it, support the guys, but also know that, like, I'm going to come back stronger from this. I ended up missing the whole season, but I'm still blessed to be considered a draft pick in this upcoming draft. But that's kind of been my collegiate road and how I've dealt with things and how I've pushed through things and just excelled and willed myself to greatness, because there was a lot of times where I wanted to throw in the towel, but I didn't.
Honestly, I don't believe Skylar has a ceiling if he stays the course. Okay, that's why when you look at the LOCO brand, you look at Skylar's, anything he puts out, the LOCO brand, right, is staying the course. He can't stray off track, because once you stay off track, you give yourself a ceiling. But as long as you're getting 1% better every single day in any area of your life, I really don't believe you have a ceiling. And I also don't believe failure is a thing. When you prepare like that, it's just an outcome, man. And if the outcome's not what you want, you just go get the next one.